Is it too late to start a YouTube channel if you're over 40? No. And if you're thinking that it might be, I'm going to stop you right there because I've got news for you, my retro renegade. It's never too late to jump in, have fun, and make your unique voice heard. And to prove it, we're taking a little inspiration from the ultimate 80s icon of doing life your own way, Ferris Bueller himself. And by the time we're done, you'll have gone on your own hero's journey from zero to hero, just like Cameron did, with action steps to go from a state of creator curious to a state of creator consistency. In the classic movie Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Ferris didn't wait for permission to do what he wanted. He didn't worry about whether it was the right time. He made his time the right time and made the most out of every moment. You need to do the same thing, really. But as a busy adult with a crazy busy life, who's interested in being a creator for fun and even profit, how do you manage to do that? You're not a kid skipping out on high school. Well, in this video, I'm going to break down why your timing in terms of breaking in as a creator, as someone over 40, over 50, or even older, is actually perfect. How your life experience is your secret weapon. And how starting now at your current age might just be your greatest creative decision yet. You see, you don't need to be a 22-year-old with a ring light. You just need to be you. Let's be honest. YouTube can feel like high school all over again. There are clicks, algorithms, people going viral with videos about cereal, and here you are wondering if you're already too far behind in the creator game to even try to become one yourself. But let's take a lesson from Ferris, who famously said, "Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it." That's not just a cool quote. That's your new creative mantra. Because here's the truth. Your life experience, your voice, your perspective, those aren't limitations. They're leverage. You've got stories people want to hear. You've got wisdom younger creators don't have yet. And your audience? They're out there searching for someone just like you with the wisdom and perspective that is yours. So let's pause for a second and get really honest. If you were like me, even 12 years ago, with my very first YouTube channel that I launched in 2013, when I was in my 40s, I remember how I felt then. And I bet you that this is how you feel now. Was it too late for me to start on YouTube? Well, for me, no. Even though my first YouTube channel appeared like a failure from the outside looking in, it had built me a profitable six-figure business and an email list of repeat customers who liked me just the way I was. But still, even when I launched my second YouTube channel as I was entering into my 50s in 2019, which did even better and made me even more money, well, I still felt the same way as I'm sure you do now. You're not just wondering if it's too late to start YouTube. You're wondering, where do I even start when I have a job, a family, responsibilities, and a brain full of real life noise? Here's the truth. Starting doesn't require 10 hours a week. It doesn't require fancy gear. It requires a shift in rhythm and perspective. How? Well, let's make this practical because you're not a kid with nothing but time on your hands to aimlessly create and throw content against a digital wall just to see what sticks. Action step 1, the 15-minute power window. Here's what I want you to do this week, especially if you're in that creator curious phase, teetering on the edge of maybe someday in terms of launching yourself on YouTube as a creator, but you know the deal, someday never comes, does it? Schedule 3 15-minute blocks in your busy calendar this week, just 15 minutes per block. Block 1 is for voice. Grab your phone, voice memo app, or a blank doc and answer this question. If I could help just one person with my story, what would I tell them? Say it messy, say it real. No perfection, just your actual legitimate voice. Block 2 is for vision. Ask, what could my YouTube channel stand for? Is it about encouragement, education, entertainment? Choose one emotional goal your content should give your viewer. Write it down. Doing that makes it real to your brain, both consciously and subconsciously. Block 3 is for momentum. Go to YouTube. Find one creator who's doing something kind of like what you want to do. Study their structure. How long are their videos? How do they open or start their videos to hook their viewers? What makes you stay watching long after the hook or the first few seconds are over? Remember, you're not copying another creator. Instead, you're activating your creative brain by seeing what's possible. 3 blocks, 15 minutes each, 45 minutes total this week. If you can carve that out, just that much, you've officially crossed the line from creator curious to creator activated. It won't take long until you're creatively consistent, which is the goal of this channel, actually, to help you do just that. Go from creator curious to creator consistency. Consistency doesn't start with a schedule. It starts with a decision, a moment, a single spark. And this is yours. Let's keep going. Let's talk about fear. Remember Cameron, Ferris's best friend? Cameron was totally paralyzed by anxiety. He felt stuck. He convinced himself he was too sick to do anything but suffer. He was always worried about what could go wrong. That's a lot of us, right? Especially when you're over 40. You wonder, will I look silly? What if no one watches? Am I too old to start now? But just like Cameron did in the movie Ferris Bueller's Day Off, you grow when you act in spite of fear. Remember Cameron staring at that painting? If you never understood that scene, his being drawn to the little girl in the painting was supposed to represent him connecting with his fear of being seen and potentially judged. As the camera zoomed in on the child in the painting, it became increasingly abstract, representing Cameron's fear that when people look closely at him, they would see nothing of value. Do you feel that way as a creator? Are you afraid that when you create a video for the world to see, that you will potentially be judged for it? That your audience will not see anything of value when they watch your video on YouTube or consume other content you post on social media? You're not alone. However, just like Cameron had a turning point in the movie Ferris Bueller's Day Off after being at the art museum, you too can have your own turning point to go from being merely creator curious to being an active creator who is also a consistent creator. When Cameron left the museum, he began to confront his anxieties and developed a sense of self-worth, which led to the decision to stand up to his father. I mean, that moment when he kicks his dad's car and it goes through the glass, that was messy. But it was also his breakthrough. Cameron decided that he would face whatever happened in the wake of his action, come what may, and he'd face it on his feet. He was going to move forward through that situation and through the rest of his life after that. You need to feel that way too. Like how Cameron's father's Ferrari ended up. Your first video might be messy, but it's your beginning. It's certainly not your end. It's as I tell my students, you get better at doing the thing by doing the thing. You have to keep going, keep pressing record, and keep creating. You'll only get better by putting in the reps when it comes to creating content, editing it, publishing it and optimizing it for both search and suggested traffic on YouTube or really any other platform. And if you don't know the difference between the types of traffic, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'm happy to help. But ultimately, the difference between creators who grow and those who don't, the ones who grow pressed record anyway, no matter how afraid they were of looking too old, being messy, coming across as imperfect, criticized, or klutzy. Look at Ferris playing the clarinet. He was super pleased with himself just for trying. He smiled, broke the fourth wall, and told the audience, never had one lesson. Meanwhile, his first effort was horrendous. That's okay. Channel Ferris's confidence and sense of play as you create. And be like Cameron, ready to face the consequences of publishing your content to YouTube with pride and certainty. Remember, you get better at doing the thing by doing the thing. So, is it too late? Too late to begin because you're over a certain age. Too late to learn because you're older. Too late to share your voice when so many others already are? Nope, it's not too late, but it is time. Time to stop watching other people do it and start realizing that your wisdom has weight, so you need to do it too. It's time to come to peace with the fact that your voice is needed, that your story, your teaching, your humor, your grace, and your perspective has the power to help someone else feel less alone in their journey because of you and the content you created. But here's the moment of truth. It's the shift that changes everything. You don't become consistent by finding more time. You become consistent by making fewer decisions. Let me explain. Action step number 2, the 3-block creator rhythm. You don't need to post 5 times a week. You could, but you don't have to. You don't need to reinvent your format for every video. Unless your analytics tell you something different, you just rinse and repeat, baby. It's easier than you think. Look, you just need a rhythm, a structure that your brain and your busy life can actually carry. So here's a plug-and-play content rhythm for someone who has a job, a family, and a finite amount of energy. Block 1, Topic Tuesday. This is an idea day, about 15 minutes. Open the Notes app on your phone. Then brain dump 5 possible video topics. Choose one video topic and ask, what problem is this solving for someone like me 5 years ago? Block 2, Filming Friday. Batch or record about 30 to 45 minutes. Record just one video, or more than one, but only if you've got momentum. Remember that done is better than perfect. Bonus, record vertical videos too, or from out of your horizontal videos, create vertical clips for shorts repurposing on YouTube, and hey, even use the vertical videos as TikToks and as Reels on both Facebook and Instagram, because why not? Block 3, Publishing Sunday. Upload and reflect, about 20 minutes. Upload your video resisting the urge to edit it again for the millionth time. Add a keyword-rich title that is curiosity-inducing too, ideally under 60 characters in length. Pop in a thumbnail and you're done. When you're done, take 5 minutes to journal. How did it feel to finally follow through? That's it. 3 blocks, 3 touch points, and rinse and repeat each week. This is not about grinding. It's about building a repeatable pattern that works with your life, not against it. You don't have to rush. You don't have to be loud. You just have to be willing, because once you decide, I'm doing this, and build even the simplest rhythm around that decision, that's not beginner energy anymore. That's creator consistency in motion. And that's the game changer. You're not too late. You're right on time. And the best part, you're not starting from scratch. You're starting from experience. That is your edge. Let's keep going. Here's something most people don't know. YouTube loves channels that show up consistently over time. It doesn't care if you're 19 years old or 59 when you're doing it. All YouTube cares about is whether you're both engaging and reliable, because that's all human beings care about. If the humans care, YouTube cares. Stop making content to make algorithms happy. Start making content that makes other human beings happy, where it serves them and gives them what they want: inspiration, entertainment, education, or a blend of those things, but without any extra fluff. Because if your human audience stays engaged all the way through the video, then YouTube will keep serving your content out to people just like them over and over again. YouTube wants to keep people on the platform. If that's what your content is doing, YouTube is happy to help you. And guess what? All other platforms work the same way conceptually: Facebook, Instagram, whatever. So, being an engaging creator will win over human hearts in the form of viewer retention, meaning the humans will watch more of your video when it's interesting and engaging. And the more watch time you get, well, YouTube and any other platform really takes note of that and keeps serving your content out to even more humans. YouTube's kind of like a wingman at a bar, helping you to make a connection, one viewer at a time. The more people partying at the bar, all happy and satisfied, the more YouTube will do whatever it can to keep that party going. But if you're consistent, that's just as important as being engaging. Humans will be more likely to subscribe, to comment, to share your videos, and to keep watching them if they consistently see your content in their feed. It shows up on their homepage, and it keeps being suggested to them by YouTube or any other platform AI. Consistency is key. It's not a silver bullet, but it's pretty key. Now, look, you've got a lot to say. Your wisdom through your life experience has already given that to you. The more you say and the more often you say it through content on YouTube and other platforms too, the more reps you put in, the better you get at creating and publishing content that keeps your audience engaged and happy. Well, the more consistent you'll be over time too. You've got to keep putting in your reps, creating content over and over to get better and better. Nobody gets six-pack abs in one workout. Nobody becomes the best creator they can be the first rattle out of the box. It's okay if you're not perfect. Pace yourself and keep going. So if you think you missed your shot, you haven't. And you should know, statistically speaking, most channels don't even start growing until their 30th or 40th video. Your best stuff is still ahead of you. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey. Start the trip as a creator and just be determined to enjoy the ride. Before you know it, others are enjoying that ride with you. Keep in mind, too, older creators often have better retention rates because we actually say something worth hearing. Not the same old brain rot, AI slop nonsense that younger creators can churn out just to slap something up online. So actually, you are the algorithm's dream. You just haven't introduced yourself to both YouTube and your audience yet. What are you waiting for? Come on in. The water's fine. Now, let me give you the real secret nobody talks about. Ready? The first thing you create consistently as an older creator does not need to be video. You actually need to create space first. Not a studio, not a script, just space. A small, protected window of time dedicated to your voice and creativity. Bonus action step: the creative corner routine. You don't need a content calendar yet, not when you're first starting out. You need a corner, physically or mentally, where your ideas and creativity are allowed to breathe. So this week, pick one corner of your life and dedicate it to your creator energy. It could be your Sunday morning coffee chair, your phone notes app during your lunch break, Your car after school drop off, where you voice record one thought, or a literal corner of your home that becomes your thinking chair. Label it, name it. Say, "This is my creator corner," because you deserve one. Here's what happens when you do this. Your brain starts treating your creativity like it matters. Your schedule starts bending to honor that space, and your confidence stops waiting to be earned and starts being exercised. Consistency doesn't begin with the camera, it begins with the container. A small, repeatable ritual that says, "This part of my life is mine, and I'm showing up for it now." It's not about blowing up, it's about building in. One corner, one day, one thought at a time. And if you can protect a corner of your life for your creativity, you've already proven you're not too late. You're already becoming the creator you were always meant to be. And you'll keep putting in the reps to become an even better creator, one video at a time. Ferris Bueller didn't wait for the world to give him permission. He took the day off and made it legendary. So let me ask you, are you going to keep wondering if it's too late? Or are you going to take action, take your shot, and make your own parade? Because you are exactly who YouTube needs right now. Drop a comment below and let me know what's one fear you're ready to let go of so you can finally start. Let's support each other like a squad of retro renegades that knows that this is our moment to take YouTube and any other platform we want to by storm. Hit subscribe if you're ready to stop sitting on the sidelines and start living your creative day off from the everyday grind. You've got this, and I'll be right here to help you. And if you've ever been wondering about what algorithms really are and how you work with them and not against them so that you can conquer the AI ruling the platforms you want to succeed on, all Terminator style, then this is the video for you.